Right. So, as you might notice, I went to an antique store today. I have a car in the city now. So, there's an antique store I knew about where they kind of don't price things super well. Price them a little low for sure. And some of them are in rough shape, but here's a nice scale I got for $20. That's worth a fair bit more than that. I probably won't do too much to him. Just thought I'd show him off. Got a nice Windsor back chair with the, this isn't caning, the like rope tied on the base is broken, and it's something I've never done before, so I thought I might try the weaving. I need to order some stuff for this. And then I also have this chair, similar base, and less wrong with it, little thing come off of it, but it is very, I think it's pretty wobbly. It's definitely, I'm going to take it apart and then glue it up, I think. But I think that'll be a nice, fairly easy fix piece, finish up, you know, a couple little imperfections in the finish. But those two pieces, which I've spent, that was $15 for each of them. So we'll do well on those. And then I also have this piece, which is in more rougher shape. But the reason I got this piece is because it has a veneer on the top that is in horrible condition. I'm going to remove it. But I would like to do some veneer work. I'm going to find and purchase some veneer to then finish this piece up. Also has some structural damage to it that needs to be taken care of. Naturally, people try and put screws in things. Don't put screws in your furniture. If it doesn't have screws in it already, do not add additional screws. You will not help it. It will break faster and more. And just don't do that. That is my TED Talk. I don't know a lot about antiques, but I can speak from my experience. Every piece of furniture I have found that has been broken, the break has originated or has been worsened by a screw being added where there was not a screw before. Wood glue works, dudes. But yeah, so the goals for this evening, I just got texted though. Well, I might might not do so much this evening, but so those are some new projects that you'll see me working on. I'm going to figure out some timing on some other stuff, but yeah, we'll see if we can get something done. So, another thing that I bought was a slightly nicer plane than the one I had been using. Needs a little bit of love on the bottom, but it is a Craftsman number 3704. It's got some adjustable bits that I don't quite know everything about how to use. I'm curious. Oh, that moves in and out. The front plate moves in and out. I'm curious to learn how it is used and to use it. But the blade has seen a better life. I'm gonna have to really file it down. I've got a whetstone in here, and I'm probably gonna do it wrong, but we will certainly try. I have this little guide for me. We'll certainly see if I can figure it out. So we'll go. Yeah, I'm gonna say a strong fuck you to this son of a bitch. Oh, that's interesting. It's got some of the metal shavings get stuck in it when you don't use I don't know how to use this. I'm gonna look it up some more. I'm pretty sure that I was using this right to get the angle. But I think you have to put oil on it. I was just using this oil. I didn't WD-40, I was dumb. I know it's not oil. But I don't know. I could also just buy I could see if I could buy just like a fresh blade as opposed to trying to fix it, because this edge, we'll see if it is pretty messed up. I mean, it'll still cut things, but it needs to be really sharp and really precise. So for now, I'll just let this rest. It's a nice piece. I bought it for much less than it's worth, so you know, you love to see it. I love to see it. Can I lock it in place? There we go. Yeah, bought it for much less than it's worth, so. Any schmoop. Now I guess I am going to go to taking this table apart. Okay. So what you saw me do there was disassemble and label this here table. It's got some decent carvings on it. The finish, however, pretty rough. I would guess it was used as a prop at some point, just because someone used gaff tape on it. And that seems to be a pretty uniquely, you know, a prop sort of thing. I hate gaff tape. I love it, but it sucks in the restoration industry because it just messes everything up. Everything. This has a nail in it, which is why I didn't take it apart. I don't think I need to. I'll probably finish it like that. But you saw most of my time was spent getting this sheet of veneer off. And it's interesting, it's actually, you could see the different pieces of veneer. There's actually 8 pieces of what I believe to be either ebony or walnut. And then it has these 2 thin strips of like a cool cross-section veneer. I forget what they call it. But the whole thing is actually then veneered to another sheet of wood, just like a thin thing of pine. So I imagine whoever did the veneer put it on this and then got it right on top of the thing here. And underneath we have a different kind of wood. I think this is just pine. Oh, this is even a veneer in the bottom too. Huh. Even bothered putting a little thin piece of veneer on the bottom there. So that makes me think, oop, shit, I need that label. Shoot, I need that label. That makes me think that this veneer is of maple or something. Maple or something, but this is then just a pine top on the table here. But yeah, so that was most of the work, and I glued together the little speaker stand. The dowel joiner I have, well, first of all, the joiner is designed for putting it together separate pieces of wood, and that was a box, so I had no wiggle room on the back and forth dimension. That was a sentence. But I think it came together, I clamped it down, and it should stay together pretty well. It was pretty tight on there with the dowels, so we'll see. Last thing I'm going to do before I clean up for the night is I'm going to put the polyurethane coat on this little tiny end table to hopefully give it a bit of protection since it gets moved around and knocked about a bit in here before I get it sold. Then tonight we'll do some research on how to do that woven seat, and I'm looking into buying a router. Can't decide if I want to get it. I don't know. I don't want to buy one yet because I might get it for Christmas. But yeah, we'll see. That's an event. Anyway, yeah, things coming together.